A year after a deadly crowd crush in South Korea, its survivors have told the BBC they are still traumatised and a lack of answers is making it difficult for them to heal. Nearly 160 young people were killed when they got trapped in an overcrowded alleyway in Seoul as they celebrated Halloween. Well, despite well-documented failings by the authorities, no one has been held responsible. Our correspondent Jean Mackenzie reports from Seoul.
Do you remember where you were?
Yeah, it was just here.
Joo-hyun has returned
this
to the
side.
narrow alleyway where she was
Just like
almost
this.
crushed to death.
Right.
There were people on top of you,
Yeah.
trapping your
Yeah,
legs.
yeah. It was so painful. Yeah. I couldn't move at all, even my fingers. I realized at the time, oh, I'm gonna be dying.
People out to celebrate Halloween funneled into this alleyway from 3 directions until it became so tightly packed they couldn't move. Some couldn't breathe. The pressure was so great it ruptured the muscles in Joo-hyun's legs, paralysing them for months.
Are you fully recovered now?
Actually, now I have pain on my knees, legs, and my foot.
It's now well established how the authorities failed to keep people safe that night and save lives, but no one has been held responsible. Trials and investigations are ongoing, leaving thousands still nursing their physical and emotional scars. This is where the dead are remembered, a makeshift memorial set up by their families. They take it in turns to stand guard, in case the authorities follow through on their threat to remove it. Haejin's teenage son survived the crush, but his best friend and his girlfriend were killed. Unable to cope with the trauma, he then took his own life.
It's this one, yeah.
How has it affected you that still nobody has really taken responsibility for this?
The government and the local authority ultimately failed in their duty to protect lives. We need to know what happened and who was responsible in order to heal.
We have asked the national government, the local government and the police to talk to us, to tell us what lessons they've learned and how they're going to keep people safe this Halloween. But they've all declined. They've told us that this isn't the right time for them to talk.
Some new safety measures are being brought in, though this Halloween celebrations are expected to be far quieter. The alleyway is still dormant, a shrine to the dead.
Reading these messages makes you sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
But Joo-hyun plans to keep returning here. She says she must keep her memories alive until justice is served. Jean Mackenzie, BBC News, Seoul.